Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive. We're going to go look at a racetrack that is a real-life track you could go and watch people race on if you live in Australia. It's called Bathurst or Mount Panorama Circuit, or you could just say Mount Panorama Circuit in Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. That's a long name, though, so let's just call it Bathurst. It's from the Bathurst 1000, is the most well-known race that takes place on it, also known, like, I think it's called Super Cheap Auto sponsors it or something, and it's a 1,000-kilometer race that uses touring cars. And, well, unfortunately, I don't have any touring cars, so we'll use the next best thing, which will be the Bolide. And then eventually we'll also switch over to some of the rally cars. They're not quite touring cars, or, they also do V8 supercars races on these, and it's not quite either of those either. But it's a race car, so it's, it's at least something. This is also a pretty fast car, though, so it'll also fit fairly well here, I would think. We're not going to, with this car, I don't feel like I have the best of grip, so for this one we're just going to take a nice relaxed lap around the course, and after that we'll do a real crash into everything, go fast lap with a race car, a real rally car. They're mostly rally cars. There is one that's a race car, but again, none of them are really what you would call like a grand tour, like a touring car, or like a V8 supercar, because they also do the V8 supercar championship races here, and well, I don't have any of those for BeamNG.drive, and as far as I know, there are not any good mods that do either. There's some ones that are kind of bad, and I don't really feel like having a bad mod, so we stick it to the good ones. And, honestly, this would probably be one of the most well-known racetracks to come out of Australia, I would think, because you see this map on a lot of games. This one in specific came from Toka Race Driver 3. So if you've ever played that game and you're thinking, wow, this looks exactly the same, it's because it came from that game. So it is exactly the same, you see that? And I think for this one, we really might want to avoid the rally cars just because this is quite a high-speed circuit right there. I mean, it's actually high speed and medium speed. I don't think it's really low speed except for like one or two corners. So it's mostly a higher speed circuit, so a rally car would probably be less than ideal here, I would say. So we'll try using the one thing that's not, which I believe is a Cadillac race car. So yeah, we're gonna race a Cadillac. That's yeah, it's sort of like a V8 supercar. I think that has V8. So it's close. It got a V8. That's as close as it gets though. Well, it's like, it's so close, right? It's like, it's like your child wants a dog, right? And it's like, I got you a cat. They both got 4 legs. But that's not what I wanted at all, Daddy. And then kid grows up. It's all sad because he got a cat when he wanted a dog. Luckily, I got a dog when I wanted a dog. I got both my dogs adopted. It's great. One of them I actually literally adopted off the street. I'm like, you're coming home with me. Well, it wasn't me, but my family was with me. It was like when I was so young. He's dead now. He was a great dog though. But he was on the streets tied up in front of a Petco abandoned. I'm like, you're coming home with me, dog. And my whole family took him home, man. He's a great dog. Passed away though a while ago. Well, quite a while ago, so it's... Yeah. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the kid who didn't get the dog, man. I got dogs, so I'm happy. If I had a cat, I don't know if I'd be as happy. They're just not for me. It's not the same, man. For me, it's like, I like my dogs. They're great. Oh, I'm so happy. That's what I need. I need somebody happy. Can't have a cat being all, oh, scratch your face up. I don't know how cats do that, but I had one do that to me before and it hurt, man. I wasn't even doing anything mean to him. I was literally just watching. Oh, we just went through that sign. You can go through the signs. Anyways, for the cat, I was literally just watching it. And then he got spooked because I was watching him. He scratched me. I'm like, really, dude? It's just cat, man. It's cats. That was when I was real young, though. No scars, thankfully. But there's a lap in the Bolide. I told you we'd do a lap. Next up, we're going to use more of a race car, like I said, most of the cars I got are rally cars, if you look. Choices, Zaxby, Capri, or the Cadillac. Well, we can always do both. Let's start with the Cadillac. We use the race version. And like I said, I believe it has a V8, so it's basically a V8 supercar. Oh. Okay, this one only has arcade automatic or real automatic, which... Real automatic's really actually pain to use because it's like, okay, am I in park, reverse, neutral, drive? What order is it again? What order does it go in? And it's like, oh, let me look at the... Oh, yeah, there you can't. See? So it's like, so that's why I just use arcade automatic, because real automatic is a bit too difficult for me. So we're going to go ahead and try to do a lap with this thing. That's right, I said I would go fast and hard. Not be like cruising like I did last lap. We're gonna go fast and crash. Because BeamNG.drive, you can crash. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Alright, car, you should upshift now. You should upshift now. This one drives like how I would in the manual. It's like upshift, no. We gotta keep going. I'm not hitting the brakes, you notice, but this transmission's kinda, it likes to hold on to the gear it's in, it seems like. Let me let up and then I'll downshift, there we go. It's unfortunate this is automatic because it's going quite slow. Very slow, actually. So let's, you had your chance, Cadillac, but you too slow. Let's use my Capri, my very favorite. I think this, if I had to say what's my favorite race car, this would be it. This thing is just insane. It's like ludicrous how fast this thing can get going. Like, I don't know if it's, why is it pulling to the left already? Why is it pulling to the left? Let me just reset it again. Okay, but anyways, like I was saying, it's just, this thing goes so fast, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how realistic this thing is because, you know, somebody like me has never driven a car that's like a legitimate, super crazy race car that has like all this aerodynamic downforce and stuff. But boy, is this thing fast. Does this one have a manual? It does. Oh God. It's not how you check if it has a manual. You don't crash as you do it. So we use manual with auto clutch, I guess. Just because I never bother hitting the clutch on this game because it's, I don't know. It never feels like there's a need for it. It's the weird thing. Like the way the game feels, I never feel like, oh, I should clutch because it doesn't feel like it's any better to clutch it, or just let the auto, even if you're just using manual. So it's weird. Oh! I told you this is the one where we're gonna try to go fast, didn't I? All right, we're gonna probably lose a ton of downforce from that falling off stuff if that actually happens. I don't know if it will. That'd be a good test. Note to self: do that as a test, an actual test to see if having body parts fall off reduces the amount of downforce they make or not. Realistically, they should. Will they? Well, the game rarely doubts me, so I would assume it would. Unfortunately, it is driving slow because of damage, which is not what I want to do. I want to go fast. I want to go real fast. I want to be super fast. Oh God, I already broke my wing off. Spoiler wing, whatever. You know, I don't care which one's technically correct because I like saying wing. It just sounds more cool than saying spoiler. Spoiler is like, you know, when you're messing with somebody and ruining a movie for them. Wing is like what you put on your car so it can get that downforce, man, and you can fly them. Well, I mean, you do the opposite of flying, actually. You get that downforce, so you get that grip and you don't fly. How ironic is that? You know, you put a wing on a car and it makes it less likely to fly because it gives you downforce. Unless you put it on upside down like a lot of idiots do, put wings on like their Honda Civic or something. You know, then you might actually fly because you might be getting upforce. Or whatever the opposite of downforce is, you know? Because, I don't know, man. You know, why are you putting the wings on upside down? Why are you even putting a wing on a Honda Civic? Honda Civic don't need a wing. And we keep breaking this thing because we're trying to go too fast, and I'm talking about random crap instead of paying attention. Alright, let's focus, man. Just get that focus on. No, that's not focusing at all. Go, go, go. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We can't turn good. It matters. Apparently WhyBeAre sucks at driving. Dang. That's no secret though, is it, huh? It's not. I like this car though. Its red line matches my car in real life. It's beautiful in that fact. Straight through the sign. You can't tell me what to do, signs? You guys either. Can you guys tell me what to do? No, you can't. Who do you think you are? We can go to the pits this time. They can't repair me though. You can just look at them like, hey, look at the pits. Can we squeeze our car through here? Ooh, we can. Neat. Uh-oh. I don't want to hit that wall. Alright, there we go. They're all half opened. Oh, there we go. You can do it! You can do it! No, you can't! Oh! Problem is, this thing doesn't have any suspension travel. It's already so low to the ground anyways, you're not going to be able to squeeze under it. But yeah, that's, Bathurst. That's, you know, just racing around it. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what things can you drive through, such as that. What things can't you drive through, you know? For the people, can you drive through the people, you know? We got to figure that kind of stuff out. So let's just say, whoop, our car's over here now. How did that happen? I don't know. Let's go run over people. Ah, ha, ha. Oh, I'm disappointed. I mean, either way, it's kind of disappointment. Like, it's like, when you run them over like that, it's like, oh, they didn't actually get hit. And then when you hit them, it's like, oh, they didn't actually get run over because you just bounced off of them, you know? Either way, it's a lose-lose. How about these trees? So most of the things in the background you cannot hit, so I would basically, just from that quick test, I would advise you to not really try to, like, go other ways around the racetrack. Just follow it, you know? Because it's not made for that. It's made for the racetrack. Because it was made for a racing game where you wouldn't be able to go outside of the track. And you see it as it is right here. It's really a barren place right there. So stay on the track, man. You know, keep it on the track. Don't race on the streets. Wait, those aren't streets, are they? Anyways, let's go ahead and pull one more car out, and we'll do like another lap, and then we'll be done. So how about the Lancer Evolution? Now this car will probably end up hitting its top speed just because of the fact that it has really short gearing, because it is a rally car, but that's okay. You know, this thing doesn't seem to pull that hard going up into 4th gear, actually, in 5th gear. That is really surprising. Like, it really doesn't have that much power, does it? We're just kind of cruising along at like only 90. There we go. A little bit of downhill to get us some speed, but oh, man, this thing is, I don't know if it's just generating so much downforce it can't get speed, even though it doesn't look like it would generate that much, but yeah, this thing isn't, it's not topping out, it's just it doesn't have enough power to get to the topping out. It's interesting. You almost don't even have to brake. Well, actually, you didn't have to on that one. Do I have the gravity on extra high? Is that what it is? Like, it feels like the gravity's on extra high, but it's not. I know it's not. Look. It's regular. What if we do it on Mars? Will that make it better? Probably one of the dumbest ideas I've ever done. We're gonna try it anyways. I'm just curious if it'll make it a little faster. No, it's still, I did a test, I actually tested this, and general conclusion was no matter what, it's not going to make up for the lack of grip, and it still is true. But I had to chat a little bit. Now we're just bouncing off the walls, like boing, 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 earth. Oh, there we go, traction. The mythical thing called traction, so we could actually control where we go now. Isn't it lovely? But it looks like anything that's actually inside the course, except for the things in the pits, you can hit. Most of the things in the pits you can hit, but not all of it. The walls don't seem grabby. You can like hit them and stuff like this, and they don't seem to eat you alive. You bounce off of them like you should, because they are just blocks of cement. They're not like super grabby like some maps will have them, like, you know, accidentally. So, you know, it's a solid conversion, but it is just a conversion, so it's not exactly everything you'd want for a BeamNG map, you know? It's like one of those things with this one, you kind of want to be able to collide into everything you see. Or at least I do. If I see something, I'm like, I'm going to crash into that. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, I want to crash into that over there. So I'm going to try to go hit it, but it probably wouldn't work. But I'm going to go ahead and end the racing here, so, because it's kind of getting boring to watch, I would think, at this point. So, till next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.